Hello everybody and welcome to this speed paint video. Today I am bringing you a watercolor speed paint, and also today marks, I guess, a new beginning for my art and my art YouTube channel. So before I would kind of post more often than I have been recently, and that is because I felt like I just had to get something out, and I wasn't really putting a lot of time into the artwork that I was putting out, and I am actually going to be changing that, and I'm going to be putting out more quality content rather than just the amount of videos that I have been putting out. So pretty much before I was just doing quantity over quality, and that's not something I guess you should really do because it doesn't show your true potential that you have as an artist, and I am changing that. So from now on, expect, I guess, better speed paints, better artwork from me. And I know that I could have done better then, but I guess I don't know what I was thinking. But like I said, it's changing, and today's speed paint is, I guess, the mark of a new journey. And I actually did put a lot of time and a lot of effort into making this, I guess, the best speed paint I've put on my channel. And that's really, like, I don't know, a big thing to me because I did put such a large amount of work into this, and I wanted it to, I guess, I don't know, I wanted it to be good, and I wanted to show you guys that I can actually do, I guess, decent looking artwork. Not as to say like my artwork wasn't decent looking, it's just I'm saying that this is better than what I was posting. And expect more from me because I'm going to be doing this a lot more, and so that might mean I might post less, but I'm trying to figure out how I can post at least 1 or 2 videos a week. I know before I would try to post a video about every 3 days, but that's not, I guess, realistic if you want to put out a really nice artwork that you put a lot of time and a lot of effort into, because you gotta let the paint dry, you got to brainstorm, you gotta sketch and all this stuff. And if you watch my last video, then you would know that I take breaks in between painting, not only to let the paint dry, but to just come back and get, I guess, like a fresh, I don't know, like a little brain refresher on what I was doing. And if you do that, it really does, I guess, help you get into the painting and where you left off, and it makes a big difference in how your paintings turn out. And I did that with this one. I did this over the course of about, I want to say 5 days or so, but all in all, if I just took out the time that I was painting, this probably took about, I want to say 2.5 hours is the total time. And keep in mind that there were breaks to let the paint dry, and there were breaks where I would take because I needed to step back a little bit because I was getting a little aggravated at some parts, which if you get aggravated at an artwork, step back from it at least for a couple of hours. I know sometimes I have to take a break, like a 1 to 2 day break, because I will get so annoyed at something. And you will see later in this speed paint, I was doing some, I guess, chainmail armor on her neck, and I was getting so mad. I don't know why. I was just getting very frustrated at the chainmail and at the way it looked, and I had to step away and come back, because if I didn't, I would have lost my mind. So yeah, As for materials, because I know some of you might ask, I use the Strathmore watercolor paper, and that is in the 300 series. It's in the yellow cover. I also use the Sakura Koi watercolor set, and I use just varying paint brushes like the Pentel Aquash water brush, and just some random ones like a couple from Winsor & Newton, and just some that I just got from the craft store. And then of course I use water because this is a watercolor speed paint. And I just wanted to throw in a little real-time piece here, or a little clip. And this is when I was doing the little design that was going around the top of Sylvanas' hood. And I just wanted to show, I guess, how slow I was working. Before, I would just kind of sloppily just put color down, just kind of like a quick wash, I guess is what I was doing, really, like what you saw in the beginning of the video. And I wouldn't really put a lot of shading, and I guess that's what really is what's going to be different, is I'm going to be putting a lot more shading, I guess. More effort is what I'm trying to say. But I absolutely love how this turned out. This is the best speed paint that I have ever put on my channel. And like I said, there's going to be so many more speed paints, so many more better speed paints. And yeah. Oh man, I don't really know what to say because I've never had a video this long. This is also the longest video that I've ever had on my channel. It's about 12 minutes long, so I condensely packed about 2.5 to 3 hours of footage into 12 minutes. So that's a lot of footage, and I know some people can, I don't know, sit down for 10 hours at a time and paint something, and eventually I might get to that point. But like I said, this took about 2.5 hours to do, and I don't know, I really like how it came out. And at first I wasn't going to add any, I guess, of her armor. I was just gonna kind of have her like a portrait style kind of thing, which I guess it is still a portrait, but just her face, which probably would not have been a good idea because it probably would have looked like she was just floating in space, and it would have not looked right. So that's why I decided to add in her armor, and I really like the shoulder on the left side, as you can see that I'm painting right now. I think it looks really nice and three-dimensional. I think I did a pretty good job. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you like this speed paint, let me know. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this now before I forget. You can follow me on my Twitter, where I do post a lot of work in progress shots, and it's where you, I guess, can really, talk to me, or if you want to see what I'm up to, Twitter is the place to go. It's where I post the most. It's where I'm on all the time. Even if I don't post, I just look at other people's artwork and just try and gather inspiration there. And also Instagram. I have one of those too, but I don't post as frequently. Even though Instagram is where I have most of my followers, I just feel like the, community there is not as nice, and I don't know. I just like Twitter, and I love everyone on YouTube that support me here. I love everyone that support me everywhere. I just can't really thank you enough, and I really do appreciate all of your support. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate just all the love that you give me. It means the world to me. Like, I don't know. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. So let me go ahead and talk about this painting, because I haven't really talked about this painting. I wanted to paint Sylvanas Windrunner, the Banshee Queen from the game the World of Warcraft. And if you haven't played it, then you should, because you're missing out. It's an amazing, amazing online MMO. You know what it is. I mean, at least you should know what it is. You've probably at least heard of it. I mean, it has been out for like 10 years, 12 years, something like that. So I painted Sylvanas, and I wanted to do her model from Legion. I know before she did not have the little chainmail armor on her neck, and she also didn't wear like this. Now she has it kind of looks like a corset, but of course I didn't include that because this is just kind of her facial portrait kind of thing. I wanted this to be a set with my Vulcan painting, and this and my Vulcan painting are going to be for sale in my art shop, and I'm also going to be having prints of the two as well as a print bundle, but my shop is currently closed right now. But when I do have that up and running, I will let you guys know. And this and my Vulcan painting are probably the first two artworks that I really think are print worthy. I know I've always wanted to do prints, and I've always wanted to be able to sell my original artwork, but I never felt like anything was worthy of selling or worthy of being a print. And I really think that this is the first time that I can actually say that my artwork is print worthy. I did put a lot of time, like I said, and effort, like I said, a bajillion times into doing this, and I think it really shows. And yeah, so keep a heads up for my I guess relaunch of my art store. Prints. I'm going to be having a lot of more artwork available as prints, or the ones I think that are print worthy. Here I'm just doing the background, and yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for sticking with me and watching today's video, and expect more great things from this channel. And I hope you all are having an amazing day, and remember to smile because you are all worth it. Got a little tongue-tied there. But yeah, thank you guys so incredibly much for watching today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys!